Stranger Season 7 Episode 7 was recently delivered, and I have a lot to say. There were a couple of Jamie and Claire scenes in this episode, and I didn't care about it, truly. For my purposes, the stars of the episode were Roger, Bree, and Buck. For one's purposes, I didn't anticipate enjoying Buck this much. He was a complete butthole when we previously saw him in Season 5. He additionally looked pretty changed in those days, however that is the topic of another discussion. I additionally let you know that Ransack Cameron was inconvenience. It was clear to the point that he had ulterior rationale. Allow me rapidly to get into the investigation of this episode. I need to begin with Buck since I thought his storyline was the most fascinating. Similarly, as I speculated, he went coincidentally. He came to Inverness to take care of his sibling, however at that point he heard the stones calling him. Claire encountered exactly the same thing before she went interestingly. Subsequent to showing up in the 20th hundred years, Buck saw Roger in a shop and perceived his face. Obviously, he was stunned in light of the fact that the last time he saw Roger was when Roger was getting hanged, on account of him. So in Buck's mind, Roger was supposed to be dead. How is he still alive and well? It's no surprise he was hesitant to approach the Mackenzies. But then Roger explained to him how Buck is his great-great-grandfather and that Jemmy is named after Buck's son, Jeremiah. This was my favorite scene in the whole episode. Just his reaction was incredible. About Rob Cameron, you already know what I think about him. I don't even think he took Jemmy through the stones because he wants the gold. He did say he had no money. Since he read the letters, he knew Jemmy's the only one who knew about the Jacobite gold's location. That's why he kidnapped the child. I believe he took Jemmy's scarf to the stones to distract the Mackenzies. Meanwhile, he will take Jemmy somewhere else and ask him about the gold. I think this is what will happen because I don't think he wants to time travel. But of course, Roger took the bait and will probably travel back in time to search for Jemmy. Will he take Buck as well? But apparently Buck dies in 1778. Does this mean he will go back with Roger and die there? Or maybe they are not going back to 1778. Is that possible? My mind is blown and I don't know. I hope to learn more about this in the next episode. Now, I'd like to focus on the British Army's finest William Ransom. He went through a lot in this episode. He really thought war was something else, probably. Something more glorious and perhaps even more enjoyable. But everything changed right when his friend got shot and immediately died. And then dived into the battle with so much anger that he killed anyone who came his way. To be honest with you, the battle scenes were a little disappointing. I also expected to see the American side, but all we did was to see the battle from William's eyes. And at the end, Jamie was just lying on the ground. How did that happen? I can guess how it happened, but I would rather see it as a scene. This was the first Battle of Saratoga, and we all know there will be a second one. I'm guessing the next episode will focus on the American side, so we will see Jamie, young Ian, and Claire in action. The second Battle of Saratoga was won by the revolutionaries. So on the one hand, I'm happy for Jamie and Claire, but on the other hand, I'm worried about William. The guy just confessed to his love for Rachel. I don't want him to die in the war before maybe seeing Rachel again. I don't think his feelings are mutual because there will undoubtedly be something between Rachel and young Ian. I also don't believe William would die before learning about his real father. Diana Gabaldon would not do that to me. Right, Diana? As for the last scene of the episode, you can see I'm not worried at all. Jamie has been through hell. He probably just passed out or something. He won't die in the 7th episode of Season 7. This isn't Game of Thrones, so I wish the writers would stop baiting us with either Jamie or Claire's death. It doesn't work on me anymore. I'm sure many others feel the same way. At least Bree and Roger got laid on the night they entrusted their son to the guy they had dinner with once. Also, it was so stupid for Roger to leave that box of letters outside without a lock. Anyway, I can't get too mad at him. I love the 20th century Roger. That's really all I have to say about this episode. The next one will be difficult to watch because it will be our last Outlander episode for a while. I'll talk about what will happen there in another video. For now, answer this, did you like this episode? Which storyline was your favorite? Tell me in the comments below. Don't forget to like and share this video. Subscribe to Movie Review for more videos like this. See you soon.